Hi everyone and welcome to episode 19 of Conquer the Curse at Benfica with me, the United City FM, our opportunity to try and find a way to break the curse placed on Benfica in the 60s by one of their former managers, Bela Gutmann, who suggested they weren't going to win another European trophy for 100 years. So far, you and I are 3 and a bit seasons in. We're in our 4th season trying to conquer the curse. Hasn't managed to do so far. We've made it through the group stage this season of the Champions League. Today, we play the second leg of our first round knockout tie in the Champions League. It's against Barcelona, and we're 1-0 down after the away leg. Can we turn it round? Let's find out. So to be totally honest with you, my heart sank a little bit when we drew Barcelona in this first knockout round of the Champions League. I thought we were going to get another pasting and go out far too early in terms of the knockout stages, and we still might. We are 1-0 down after the first leg. It was an okay performance by us away from home. At home, can we find a way to beat them? It's going to be really tricky, isn't it? Other than that, this season is going ridiculously well. And when I say ridiculously well, I mean ridiculously well. We've had one draw in the league, domestically speaking. Other than that, we have won absolutely every single game. In every Premier League match, in every League Cup match, in every Portuguese Cup match, we've won every single game. It's kind of easy at this point, really, unfortunately. We drew a while ago now against Sporting in the league. Other than that, it's been plain sailing. And then, of course, we hit Barcelona in the first of our legs in the knockout stage of the Champions League. And we lost to them 1-0 away from home. It wasn't a bad result, really. Can we turn it around in the home leg, though? The really great thing is, no faffing about with this one, because this is all we've got. We're either going to go through today or we're not. We go straight into the tactics page and we will see that we are at 100% in terms of our starting lineup. In terms of off the bench, Moreira and Ramos both ineligible for various reasons, one of those things. But other than that, we are absolutely at full strength right the way through the team. And I think that's a pretty good place to be when you come up against Barcelona. So, first team 11 out on the pitch. So, we're going with Sanchez in goal. We've got Porro at right back. Benzabeni at left back. Badiashile and Zabani in central defence. Tonali, Verratti in central midfield. Trincao on the right. Everton on the left. Nunes and Moukoko up top. And a bench of Theatre, Zeki Selik, Luis, Bernardo, Goncalves, Simic and Costa. So, let's get into today's game and see what happens. Having narrowly lost the first game 1-0 and now we're at home, I have kind of pushed my luck a little bit in the team talk. So I've pumped my fist. Against Barcelona, I've suggested to them we owe them for what they did. Let's go and get revenge. It's all about getting the motivation right for today's match, and I feel like that's the best way to do it. We could go softly and say, it's Barcelona, you might not stand a chance, it'll be all right. Don't think that's what we need today. We're going to go full throttle in their face a little bit and see if we can find a way to win this game. They've got a really great team, as you would imagine that they would. But I think so do we in a lot of ways. There are maybe 1 or 2 slight weak spots that we would have to deal with over the summer, especially if we go out at this stage in this competition, because this is really an unfortunate team to draw at this point in the competition, I feel. Griezmann hits the post early on. We get a little bit fortunate with the rebound as well. So there's their intention after the first sort of 6 or 7 minutes of the game. We've got to find a way to get into the match. So let's immediately go into the shouts and just fire them up. See if we can get them on the front foot a little bit, because if Barcelona keep having the shots at goal, Barcelona will keep getting the goals, unfortunately. Gabriel Jesus is there with them, puts the ball over the top. They've got Gabriel Jesus, they brought Jack Grealish in, they've still got the likes of Pedri, Griezmann is in there as well, I think. They've got an interesting lineup. Moukoko, for us, has the chance. Ter Stegen does enough to stand upright and then parry the ball out for a corner. Verratti with the corner into the near post. They get it cleared. Everton's going to go and pick up the loose ball for us. And he does really well of regaining it. I thought he was going to go on a mazy run then. He didn't quite work out. Grealish with the corner kick for Barcelona to the back post. We get it cleared, but Ansu Fati's there to pick up the loose ball. Another block for us. Again, they win the loose ball. Darwin Núñez trying to hunt it down. Excuse me. Into midfield. They work the ball very nicely. A couple of yellow cards there, though, for Benzabaini picks out the loose ball for us, and we get moving again, and then we lose possession, regain it again. Moukoko through on goal, and he gets really unlucky, puts it over the top of the goalkeeper, dinks it over the top, and it goes all the way across the goal and hits the far post and then comes back out again as we have another attempt there. Those are the moments you need to take, though, aren't they, really? Moukoko brilliantly through on goal. That's the second time he's gone through on goal in this game, and the second time he hasn't quite found the back of the net. We're having a couple of chances, which is good. We're working hard to try and win the ball back, and we do it again and then give it away again. Those highlights drive me nuts where we have it, you have it, we have it, you have it, we have it, you have it. We've got another one here and we've got it back again in the same highlight. And it's Tonali with a good cross in, and Everton heads the ball back across the goal and he hits the same post for us now. That's two bits of woodwork in the first half an hour of the game or so. Darwin Núñez under that one, and Ter Stegen sorts it out for Barcelona. We've been good in a lot of ways. We're putting the pressure on, and there we go. Is that the chance? Have we managed to break the offside traps and stuff? I think we have. There were players on the line from the corner kick. Corner comes in, original header goes against the woodwork again, but it falls to Darwin Núñez in the 6-yard box, and we get an equalising goal. 1-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. Can we turn the screw and keep working and moving forward? Darwin Núñez again. Everton intercepts the ball brilliantly. Moukoko again over the top. And this time the defender blocks the shot and puts it out for a corner. Moukoko is looking lively and dangerous, but not quite enough on the quality just yet to put the ball in the back of the net. Corner wasn't the best one either. And we continue on. We're having the shots. We've had 12 shots at goal, which is really superb. Can we find another breakthrough whilst keeping them out, though? That's the question. They're going into Barca mode at the moment and just keeping the ball a little bit better. And Ansu Fati runs through Jesus. A really, really fantastic block in the central defensive area for us. I think it was Badiashile gets a foot in and stops that particular one at the top of the penalty box. Really great from him. And we go into half-time at 1-0 up on the day, 1-1 on aggregate from their 1-0 win in the first match. And it's not too bad reading. We've had 13 shots at goal, 7 on target. They've had 9 and 2. We've got a 2.3 XG rating, the amount of goals we should be getting from the chances we created. So we need to up our game in front of goal. But they've got a 0.7. So you can see we are, excuse me, we are dominant in a lot of ways in the game. Although they've had more possession, you'd expect them to have styles of play, etc. But we're doing pretty well. If we can keep them out, we've got a real chance here, but we do have to do that. So we are going to go... do I want to continue the same theme of what I did before, or do I want to go slightly different? Let's go slightly different. Let's go outstretched arms. We've had a lot of shots on target, so I'm happy. Or we could go, I'm delighted with the performance. Or you can go out there and play without pressure. I think we will say we've had a lot of shots on target, so I'm happy. Hopefully that will get them in the psyche of we need to continue that to continue to make me happy. And if we continue the shots, then hopefully there's another goal in there for us. We're going to go into the shouts, demand more from them just at the beginning of this second half, get them focused, and we will see what Barcelona come up with, because the likelihood is it will be pretty spectacular at some point in it, you would imagine. But we do win the ball back again, and give it away again. One of those highlights again. Can we find a way to block the shot and get back on an offensive move ourselves? We don't. Grealish, though, has a shot at goal, and Sanchez is equal to it in our goal, fortunately. Corner kick for us into the near post. Zabarnyi underneath it. Zabarnyi, and he puts it over the top of the bar. There's another chance there. Throw in on the far side for us. Porro, Tonali there supporting him, getting some good work with Trincao. And then Barcelona win the ball, go very, very long, very quickly. Nobody there for them at all. Sanchez, our goalkeeper, will get it. Are we going to go back down long? We are. And again, into no man's land. That's a very poor clearance, but we win it in midfield. Verratti does brilliantly well in intercepting that ball. We put it straight through to Darwin Núñez, and he does not make an error. And he slots it past to Stegen into that bottom right-hand corner, and we go 2-1 up. Verratti into Moukoko, turns. Nice little dink ball over the top of the defender on the diagonal. Darwin Núñez takes it in his stride and puts it in the back of the net. Are we going to pull off a bit of an upset here? Barcelona's still in the game. Of course they are. They've got possession again at 55 minutes. We've still got 35 minutes to play. Lots of time. Pedri through. Brilliant block again by the defender from us. Fantastic display by them. Sanchez again tries to unlock them by going early over the top. Doesn't quite work, but we win it back in the fullback position. And again, Moukoko's through this time. Again, he puts it straight at the goalkeeper. He's getting all of the right moves. He just can't find a way to put it past to Stegen at the moment. Corner comes in. Are we going to win the loose ball? We're not. Gabriel Jesus picks it up for Barcelona, holds it up very nicely, and then the highlight goes. It's so unfortunate for Moukoko. He's playing really well to get the spaces that he needs, not quite getting the luck in front of goal just at the moment. Barcelona win the ball back from us and set themselves going up for their own opportunity, potentially down this right-hand side. Grealish holds up the play, supported by Griezmann. They've got some really good players, haven't they? But so have we. Griezmann through on goal, and he doesn't manage to break past Sanchez either. At the near post, Sanchez parries it away for a corner kick. Grealish with the corner kick to the far post. Zabarnyi gets a really good long-headed clearance away, but Barcelona win the loose ball, come back. Porro wins it for us, and down the right-hand side, there's a chance for a break. Trincao charges down the length of the field and puts the cross in, and then unfortunately straight into the arms of ter Stegen. But a good break opportunity. There was a good chance in there for a better delivery. We could have been in again, which is really encouraging in itself. 66 minutes on the clock. We've got another chance to move forward, but we have a bit of a loose header there, and Barcelona win the ball back, unfortunately, and they get a chance to work down the left-hand side. Can we find a way to get another foot in, another interception, something that will give us a counter-attack opportunity? Gabriel Jesus, we get the contact, but Zabarnyi only puts the ball loosely into midfield, and they get it back again. Good block on the far side by Trincao. Defensively, it's working out at the moment, but we've got a real problem here if Barcelona get the shot away. Grealish, and they do get the shot away. It's Griezmann, a really lovely ball in from Grealish into Griezmann into the box, and he hooks it with his left foot, and it goes back to 2-2. They're checking the goal. We are lucky today. That is an offside decision by Grealish. He was a little bit further offside than I thought he might have been, to be honest. Again, that's the discrepancy between the 2D and the 3D match engine, I think, really. But we are doing fantastically well. 74 minutes on the clock. What can we learn here? So, 17 shots at goal, 10 on target, 13 and 5 for them. They've now got over their 1.2 XG rating, so they're increasing all the time. 2.8 for us. We are nearly at the 3. Can we get a third goal from that? Possession remains the same. Pass completion remains roughly the same. They've got a poorly performing Dest at left fullback, which is interesting. We can impact that one potentially. The rest of the team are average at best, whilst we are performing above and beyond. Porro is the only one really that I'm disappointed with how he's playing, but he's playing within the winning team at the moment, so I'm not too worried about individual performances. We are going to take him out, though. Porro comes out, Celik goes in, just because I think Celik has got some experience about him that Porro doesn't. That will help us. And similarly, down the left-hand side, Everton not having the best of days. We could put Goncalves in on that side or move Trincao across. We are going to do something like that. We're going to put Goncalves in, and I think we're going to leave Goncalves to play the inverted wing attack on that side, because what I want is Trincao to keep going at Dest down the right-hand side for us, left for them. And then we've got one more move that we can make. And I feel like we probably need to change out Verratti at this point and just get some legs in midfield. We could take the yellow card away from Tonali, but his energy levels are high. Verratti struggling a little bit, so we'll put Bernardo in there just for the last little section of the game. Do we reduce how we play? I don't think we do. If we take our our positive mentality down to balance, it's going to give Barcelona even more of the ball, it feels like, and make us less dynamic on the counter-attack. I think we're going to just take our chances at this point and play as we've been doing. So those are the changes I've made, for right or for wrong. Let's get back in and see if we can see out this game. 15 minutes to play, plus a little bit of injury time, I suspect. Can we find a way to get through? 2-0 up on the day, 2-1 up on aggregate. We've got another 12 minutes to play to get through to the knockout stage and beat Barcelona on the way through. Again, Núñez with a really good opportunity, and he smashes it against the post as well. Along the floor, gets through on goal. Nice ball over the top. Puts it past the goalkeeper onto that post. Goncalves with the corner kick. We've hit the woodwork again from the corner kick, the header off the corner. We are really still pushing at them enough to suggest that we are going to be very, very unlucky if we don't in any way go through here. Sanchez with the clearance. Again, Moukoko. I think he's offside. Let's see what happens with that one. I think he just moved that little bit too early. Good ball through again from the header from Darwin Núñez, and he is offside. Moukoko having none of the luck today, it feels like. He was in a ridiculously offside position, though. He just hadn't moved back with the rest of the team and the opposition and just got caught in no man's land. Sanchez with another long clearance. Again, Núñez wins the header, and again he's through, and to Stegen does brilliantly well to stand up. We've got a little bit of luck with a ricochet there, but get a corner kick out of it. Goncalves into the near post. They get it clear. He's going to win the loose ball again, but the highlight goes, and we come back for a throw-in down the left-hand side. Dodo wins it for Barcelona, and they go off on a counter-attack. They're getting plenty of players forward, including Memphis Depay, and he hits the post, and we are very, very lucky on that one. He beat the goalkeeper, all ends up, and put it against the post like we've done about 5 times in this particular match. And then the final whistle blows, and Benfica have come back from 1-0 down against Barcelona in the first game and beaten them at home for a 2-1 win, and we go through to the next round of the Champions League, beating Barcelona on the way. And I think we absolutely thoroughly deserved it. So bring on whoever's coming next, because Benfica, we are coming for you. Well, that is pretty much as spectacular as you can get, isn't it, really? A fantastic win over Barcelona, knocking them out early in the Champions League knockout stages and going through ourselves. We will have to wait and see who our opponents is, because half the fixtures haven't been decided yet. So it's going to be a surprise as much as it is for me as it is for you. We're going to find out next episode. So next episode, we will come back and again play that second leg in the next knockout round and see whether we can get through another round on our way to the Champions League and see if we can go and win this Champions League this season. Who knows? We will have to see. In terms of other things to tell you about, there is only one thing that I didn't mention at the start of this episode, and that is that I have made a free transfer signing for next season already. And it's an area of the pitch I wanted to improve in. We're going to be replacing Everton on the left side of our midfield, and we are going to be replacing him with Rodrigo from Real Madrid on a free transfer. His contract's come up. 24 years old, another Brazilian, can play both right and left side. But I feel like, even though he matches up reasonably well with Everton, if we go and have a look at Everton as well and put them both together, you can see they're not actually that dissimilar. Everton wins in a couple of areas. Rodrigo wins in a couple of areas. But I think Rodrigo, being at 24 years old and actually being a slightly more high-profile player as well, I think is going to do the world of good for us. He does match up very well. It's not a huge upgrade, but I think it is an upgrade in a couple of specific areas, including things like the dribbling. There's a little bit more off the ball for him. Flair just a little bit. Pace just a little bit. Agility, acceleration just a little bit. Couple of key areas. But I like Rodrigo. I think he's going to be a big signing for us. And he's going to come in and put Everton under some pressure and maybe a couple of the other players. I'm not exactly sure whether we're going to sell Everton or whether we're going to keep both and rotate them, or whether I'm going to move one of the youngsters out to bring Rodrigo in. Not quite sure yet. But we will see what happens when he comes in. But it's going to be fantastic competition for players, or at least a very good left-sided winger on our books for next season. So that's the only change that I've got so far. Of course, at the end of this season, if we don't win the Champions League, then we are going to have to go again. And we're probably going to go one more time. So next season, what I think will be the 5th season, I think that's where I'm going to call quits after this particular save. If I don't win it in the 5th season, is my thought. We could potentially play this for 20 years and not win it in theory. There's lots of reasons why that might be the case. So we're going to call it after the 5th season. This is the 4th. So we've got another couple of opportunities to get through this time round and see what happens. Ultimately, I really hope that we can conquer the curse. There's no guarantees of it. But at the moment, for this season, it's going very well. Domestically dominating, and we've just beaten Barcelona. Who's up next? I have no idea. You'll have to join me for the next episode to find out. Until then, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join my United City community. The more the merrier. Click that like button on this particular episode. That will help me get seen by more people. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.